So I have both of these here. This is kind of towards the beginning of lower elementary. This is at the higher end, and it only goes up to level 6. So this is at the very end. So level 3 is going to have 32 lists. So it's a little bit less than a traditional school year, which I like because it gives you some flexibility. Now, my daughter did this when she was in school, when she was in 3rd grade at a Christian school. And so what her teacher required of her was, it's going to look a little bit different. So as you can see, the list is going to start off with pattern words. So it's going to have this probably like 18 to 20 words and then some memory words. It's going to have a word sort. So it's going to have sort each pattern word by the vowel sound in the base word. So apparently she didn't have to do that exercise. And then using the memory words in a sentence. This is fill in the missing letter and then mark the correct word. And then it's going to have word fill in the missing words, words that rhyme, and then there's always dictionary skills. And so this is putting words in alphabetical order. So I like that it's not just spelling, like they add different components to it. Each list is going to have 4 pages. So the first 2, so they could do a page a day, or you could break it up however you like, but they're going to be laid out very similarly. Every single list is going to look similar. And then from lesson 2 onward, they're going to have review words, and that's going to be 2 words from the previous lessons or from the previous lists, and then memory words. Again, a word sort. So breaking up, this is more like phonics aspect of it. Memory words, using them in a sentence. A word study, writing the words, like what does it mean? A view of land is the landscape. To admire is to praise. To lift is to raise. Proofreading, word study again, and then the dictionary skills. It's sometimes going to be alphabetical order, and then it's going to increase in difficulty as the weeks progress. So this can give you just an idea of what to kind of expect, what it's going to look like. And as you can see, even in school, she didn't have to do every single thing, every single activity, every single week. It just depended on the week. So feel free to kind of, if you need to skip something or, not do something, don't feel guilty or bad, because even in school, they're not doing every single thing. As far as the difficulty of the words, it seems pretty on point. I don't think this is super advanced, but it's definitely not behind either. And then they have, they have dictionaryplace.com, so using an online dictionary. That's good. They're bringing us up to the 21st century. And then you have the dictionary back here. And that is it. So that is level 3. And then you have level 6. Again, this is going to have 32 lists, so 32 weeks, which is nice for those weeks where, you have, stuff happens and you don't need to feel like you have to have 36 weeks worth of list. So here we go. Here is an idea of a level 1 or list 1, the first week. This is what the words are going to be looking like. And again, they're still doing the word sort. Of course, it's more complicated now because they're in level 6 as opposed to level 3. But they still are doing a little bit of that phonics, like the short U sound, the short A sound. It gets more difficult as the weeks progress. The word study. This is like the definition of the word. So I asked my brother to forgive me for my unkind attitude towards him. So it doesn't have vocabulary per se, but they are making sure that you understand what the words mean. And so I like that as well. And again, it's going to have 4 pages, just like the level 3 does. Front 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on to the next list. Another word study, Okay, now she does this, just a little preface, she does this independently. So some weeks she does more than another. I'm pretty lax when it comes to this, as long as she does something every single day. And as long as she has a decent idea, like if she's doing the spelling words, she's pretty strict with herself, like with spelling them correctly. So as long as she can do that and understands what they mean, that's kind of what I'm looking for, more than, did you do every single exercise? You know, I'm not super militant about it in that aspect of things. The dictionary skills, these are the guide words, so they're going to be more, kind of more in depth with the dictionary skills, obviously, in this level 6 than in level 3. Okay, so here again we have pattern words, and then these are the review words. And again, starting from level 2 or list 2 forward, they're going to have review words every single week. And then you can see here, sometimes these can be a little bit tricky, so sometimes I have to kind of help her out with that. Word study again, fill in the missing words, and then what do the words mean. Okay, apparently we just didn't do we didn't do any of this. Again, I'm not super strict about it. As long as she gets the main gist of it, that's what I'm looking for. So here's proofreading, the dictionary skills, and then you're on to the next list. And they're going to be very similarly laid out. It's always going to be a word sort. It's always going to have a word study and knowing the definitions of the word. It's always going to end with the dictionary skills. There's going to be some kind of proofreading, which she does that usually all the time. And that's going to be how it's essentially laid out for the entire course. As you can see here, it's getting a little bit more challenging for that word sort. So the suffix is OUS, the suffix is EOUS, drop the final E, no change to the base word, drop the final E, change I to a Y. So this is list 13, so you're almost halfway through, and it's getting a little bit trickier. No change, drop the final E, change Y to an I, so she's got to take the base word and add a suffix to it and see which one, spell it correctly and see what they did to it. It's pretty comprehensive. We're again about halfway through, and I feel like it's pretty thorough. And she really likes BJU spelling. If you're looking for a traditional spelling, I think this is a pretty good one. Again, it's going to have this dictionary at the back. So that is BJU Spelling 6, BJU Spelling 3. If there's any questions, please feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.